decided to approve the request of the national broadcasting network companies to have a strategic space within the Malacanang grounds. If I'm not mistaken, it's within gate 6, to be able to broadcast and to be able to report live, to do their stand-uppers while the inauguration is being held inside the halls of the Rizal. Tomorrow, Thursday, there is a scheduled broadcast pool meeting at the RTVM building, and members of the national broadcast companies, that will be 9 of the broadcasting companies, are invited and will have to attend that broadcast pool meeting. The Doris will be announcing soon over the PCOO Facebook page and Amaro in Malacanang with regard to the accreditation. But as far as those entities that are members of the Malacanang Press Corps, you don't need accreditation. For those companies that are not part of the 9 national broadcasting companies approved, you can get your accreditation from Amaro. During that day, on the 30th of June, the press or the Malacanang briefing room will serve as the monitoring room for the members of the press, television and radio.
So you said gate 6, would that be 4? Would that be a good vantage point for us to shoot the guests and maybe make some interviews?
I think that was the space that was requested by some of the members of the broadcast companies, that they have the backdrop of the palace. There will only be about 9 national broadcasting companies.
One reporter per network?
Yes.
One reporter per network, 1 crew?
Well, we haven't discussed on how many reporters can stand by per network, but I understand that we'll have 9 broadcasting network companies. List of the accredited broadcasting companies that will be allowed to broadcast within the grounds of Malacanang, to have their own space. The Office of the President of Engineering will be providing the platform for all of the broadcasting companies, and we shall be furnishing copies of the list to those broadcast companies. As I mentioned earlier, we will be announcing also through our Facebook pages, the PCOO, and the RTVM.
Do we now have a list apart from, of course, the immediate family, the diplomatic corps, and those who have helped him in the campaign? Clearer list of the guests?
No, ma'am, Doris, I don't have the list right now, but all I can tell you is that so far we have around 627 guests inside the Rizal Hall who are coming. So from 500, it has jumped to 627. As for the names of the guests, we don't have a copy with us right now. It's still with the organizing committee, and that committee is also deciding which guests to invite. Iba kasi po. The food to be served. What did you report the last time?
Maruya. What did there's report about adobo and so
we haven't discussed it. I guess Where did you get that logo and the
It was online.
online? We'll keep you posted.
Is there any information?
Under the bridge, sir, nag-invite daw siya ng mga
No information. Yeah, sure. No information.
Yung na kayo? Or na inauguration?
Wala pa. We haven't gotten to that the brand exercise. We'll get there. The thing is, of course, inauguration, like 2016.
Pagbabago.
Changes here. Could be.
ones who are parang kumbaga waitlist? Or yun yung final round? Or
We have 8 more days. As the days go by, there are changes that are happening. And it could still change when mabawasan. But I'm not sure kung marating na rin pa. So mabawasan na lang. We're going to stay at 627. The president has a tendency to not follow any written speech. He has a tendency to just go along with it and go with the flow and be extemporaneous about any issues that he talks about. So you could probably expect something like that.
Sure, mga gano'n natagal from the time it was start you.
From the time that the president leaves his place, that's about 10:30, and I surmise that it was 3 o'clock. Pero the oath taking per se, it's from 12 to 12:30.
Sir, so kung siguro, pinag-iikot yung speech ng President.
We'll let you know kung ano yung
Share.
Hindi, wala yung mga finalize.
Kahit ang mga bullets lang, sir, like
It would be unfair if I told you what the content of the speech is right now, and that it would change it after a couple of days. So
We're to stream live the inauguration. So it's going to be a very interesting development, and it will be easily accessed, especially by OFWs and Filipinos all over the world. And so that's the main reason why it's going to be a benefit, and it's just been allowed. Regarding the press con, let's put it this way: until such time, and you will be properly advised.
The family.
We don't have final reports on that, but definitely those who are pretty close to him will be there.
So, really,
No, we do not have a list of that. But
Of
those who
course,
are
Sarah, the children, Sarah, Polong, and Baste, right?
most probably so, because they already have had their, they already took their oath.
and Kiki.
Kitty. Kitty will be there.
I'm sure.
Sir, any information who invited to see Senator Marcos sa inauguration?
We don't. That we don't.
Sir, about dun sa scenario, tradition na pagsasaluhan ng incoming at saka yung outgoing president, like, ano mga nakaraang date?
It may not be like that exactly, but there will be an edited version of the salubong and the encuentro, and then the what do you call it, the sending off.
Sir, dun pa rin po ba dun sa may hagdan or
Most likely. Therefore, it will be one, at least in the center, would want to be in touch with the people.
the president was the one who expressed the interest to have his show continued.
It was suggested to me.
after the inauguration to accommodate more guests?
mukhang hindi matutuloy yun. Sana yun. Royce is the one person. What will be the difference between this inauguration and the last time, Royce?
One in the morning, and then
Mike.
there was one in the morning that I covered up. There was one in the morning, and then there was another.